Hey everybody, this is True Powers Mind. This is a special report. Today's date, February 27th, or not 27th, February 22nd, 2019, the year of our Lord. Pretty much an emergency transmission. Want to let everyone, hold on, I don't want that to be affecting what I'm trying to do here. Hold on one second. Uh, I had a confidential informant hit me to this earlier today. Well, like 2 minutes ago. Look at this, folks. Look at the countries that are affected, and then we're going to go deep. And for one, it's Peru, Colombia, and Ecuador. 81 miles from Ecuador, uh, Suca, Ecuador. I guess it's the epicenter. All right. So let's. I want to jump over here and see if we can't get in. No, Brazil's on the other side of the continent, basically. But the interesting side note. Um, and I'll once I get the materials, I'll put this together. But I wanted to get this out here so people can start talking about it. Maybe we can start sharing some stories and whatnot. You know, there's. Do you think this is by chance a earthquake hits South America at this particular time? Now I'm trying to get a picture up. Let me just go to images. Casualties reported. Sometimes you go to images, you can get into the stories better. When did this come? Peru earthquake casualty report, strong power. No, this is not the right one. No, this is a 7.1. And when did this hit? I don't see the date even for the. Oh yeah, this was back in. Oh my God, this must have happened back in 2018, January. So basically, like just a year ago, they had a major one, and now, so something is building up. Obviously, so there's going to be a lot of destruction. A 7.5 earthquake is a very serious one, indeed. Like once again, for all of our praying viewers, please pray for the folks down in this region of the world, and also obviously, your next door neighbor, because everybody needs some help today. So here's the skivvy, guys. It may be alleged. Now, this is the inside football, and I will confirm this later on. But this earthquake today, the reason why it's not on anybody's stuff is because it might have been man-made. I'm just throwing that out there because when you look at the situation now, all this area is totally down. You can send in um, troops now. We're sending troops to help with the casualties. And then those troops are going to march right on over to Venezuela. I mean, too much stuff is really adding up here. We got all the military hardware moving south towards the border. And just when you think you got, it's just no, it just gets bigger and better and more complex. So, there's been an earthquake, probably tremendous loss of life, and once again, if we find out years from now that this was all pre-planned, pre-scripted, we should be ashamed of ourselves, every last one of us. We should be ashamed of ourselves. When I was a kid in school, They were going through different ages of humanity, the steam age, industrial age, agricultural age. I asked my teacher, what age are we living in now? She couldn't give me an answer. Not because she didn't know the answer, I suspect, but just because she didn't want me to know the answer. But the age that we're living in right now, boys and girls, it's the age of corporate war. We live in the age of corporations, where corporations, conglomerates are what really running this nation, really setting forth policies. And our young men and women are dying. They're dying for that. So we got to get with it. There's nothing wrong. And I'm going to say it till the day I get out of here. There's nothing wrong to advocating for peace, wanting to live in a peaceful world, and truly try to be friends with everybody. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can't let that desire blindside you to the fact that there are people out here willing to do anything and everything. Sorry about the live studio audience, guys. Once again, this is an emergency transmission. I really wasn't planning on doing any videos today. So, yeah. But anyhow, there are people out there that are more than willing to sacrifice anybody and everything so that their ultimate master plan will go forward. Now, moving probably in the next couple hours, then you're probably going to start seeing, let's go over here. Normally they talk, there you go. Here, the Patriot owner. All right. Nothing about an earthquake, a 7.5 earthquake, not even on this little sheet here. Hold on. Let's go over here. We go down in an internet access breaking faster. Okay, so apparently they can't handle internet over in Cuba, but whatever. Not my concern. Hold on. What's this? Normally they have like an earthquake report thing. Man, my camera sucks, guys. Hold on. Where's it at? See, weather and quake sheet. Let's go over here to the quake sheet. Now, it could be a simple case where there hasn't been any communications outside of the 4 countries mentioned. So, I get that. But, world, okay. Boom, there it is. Well, it is on the, hold on. I want to make sure you guys are seeing this, and you're probably not. Okay. Let's go over here to there. There. All right. Look at it. This has been the past little bit here. Been a few, 4.5s, 4.6, 3, 2, 5, but then there's a big one, the 7. Now, normally, these red ones, there would be some sort of write up already. And this is coming from the USGS, United States Geographical Survey. That's where this is coming from. So, there was definitely an earthquake in South America, rather, today. Probably a tremendous loss of life. Really want to say, if you are a praying individual, pray for the folks down there. And pray for all the folks suffering. And, there's a lot of people suffering. All right. So let's not. Construction begins at 30. Well, in San Diego. I didn't know. I thought San Diego already had walls. My bad. Well, what is this? Candidate embrace reparations for slaves. Well, apparently there are a bunch of Elizabeth Warren. Oh, hell no. 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 Not her. Oh my God. Pocahontas now wants to reimburse the slaves. Oh my God. Democrats have no shame, do they? They'll just drag out the biggest turd and put some powdered sugar on it and call it a cannoli. Uh-oh. What's wrong with my computer? How come my audio seems to be let me testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I don't know, but anyhow, this is wrong, man. This woman here is not a nice woman. Put a finger in her nose. Not a nice woman at all. Lies about who she is, what she's about. How come she doesn't embrace her own true history? How come she doesn't embrace that shit? Because it's pretty negative and pretty foul. I'm a Native American. Here's my DNA. Hey, chick, you don't even have 0.5%. But it doesn't matter, dude. I'm just really curious to know how will she determine who's going to get the money and who's not. When it comes to reparation, one drop of black blood makes you black now. We got to get away from this bullshit and get to a point in time where we're all getting what we need. Care who you are. If your parents were, oh, here it is, finally. If your people were the slave owners or the slaves, Now, here's my deal. If you want to sit there and idolize that bullshit and dwell on it forever and a day, there ain't no dealing with you. But if you want to say the hell with this bullshit, you realize you're living right now and you want freedom now, irregardless to all that craziness, and then you can determine the path for your future. Not the past, but the path for your future. Then roll with me. But if not, man, please don't even waste your breath. Okay, deep earthquake with a magnitude of 7.5 struck Peru, Ecuador border region early on Friday morning. The United States Geological Survey says the quake epicenter was sparsely populated, meaning very little people. I'm not even going to attempt those, and there was no risk of a tsunami being triggered. The Pacific Center, and there was no initial report of casualties or damage. Well, I guess the prayers worked now, didn't they? 7.5, no one died, no one hurt. That our property really damaged. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. No problems here, guys. As long as it was a real earthquake and not artificially induced. All right, good. So then we can scratch out all that. We can scratch it all out. But there's more. Wait, there's more. Sweden has become, for jihadists, what Argentina was for Nazis. Interesting story topic. So we're having some genocidal jihadists going to Sweden. That's weird. Man, I don't want all of these. Every time I go to these European websites, it just nail me with all these pop-ups. I'm just kind of looking through here to see if there's anything important. Sweden has become what Argentina was for the Nazis. Only after World War II, they actually introduced retroactive legislation that got the Nazi sentence. Had the Swedish government been in power, then no Nazis would have been convicted. Ballot stress, highlighting the absence of convictions despite the ongoing return of renegades from the Middle East. So, okay, at least they're admitting, now mainstream that, the right line ended in Argentina and possibly South or Antarctica. All right. So, I guess the big stories that they're going to push on you guys today, it's going to probably be the Elizabeth Warren and the wanting to have reparations, which, that's like saying Bruce Jenner, wants, natives' lands returned. That's very poor spokesman. Very, very poor. So, I'm going to get back to sleep, which that's what I was doing. Had an extremely long night. Oh, thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody that watched the shows last night. Um, the rebroadcast of the Carl Nelson Show featuring Mark Anaheim and a special report with Brother Abdullah, Coach Abdullah. Appreciate you guys. And I was up all night researching all kinds of crazy stuff for up and coming show. Trying to reach out to Craig Hewlett, y'all. Trying to get him. I will call Dr. Randy Short at some point today, see if he can come on maybe today or tomorrow. And I did leave a message for several other folks. So, look, this weekend, I'm looking to have a few shows, random shows, just throwing them together. No real format, no real rhyme, no real reason. But honestly, guys, I think, regardless of today, but moving forward, man, politics is cool. And we can talk about politics, y'all. Trust me, we can. But I really am going to start moving on to other topics. There's surfing interests I found. I'm interested in talking about sportsmanship and surfing and camaraderie, just the good stuff. No politics, none of that. Oh my God, there's an Illuminati plot to poison the wax for the boards. No, none of that. Just some kickback stuff. Some stuff you can drink a beer to, shake your head. Oh, that sounds awesome. That's what I want to start talking about, at least for a hot minute. Then we can go back to the whole. Oh my God, there's a laser device in this guy's camera and all the conspiracy stuff. We can do all that, but it's time to take a break. It's time to take a break from all that madness and talk about, focus on the real reason why we want to be free, why we want to live. It's not just to know all these secrets. No, you actually want to go skydiving, don't you? Don't you want to go deep sea diving? Don't you want to be able to jump in your personal aircraft? If you have a flying car or whatnot, don't you want that for yourself? Because I want that for myself. If I want to like pick up my shit right now, oh, you know what? Come on, girls, let's go over here to you know Tokyo. Let's just jump on a plane, go to Tokyo, and have lunch. I would like to have that option, and I think most people would too. So, as things are heating up around the world, as things are tending to get more crazier. Hold on. I don't know what's wrong with that. Why is it all whatever? But as things tend to get more crazier, then we're going to continue to. Oh my God. Iran starts Gulf war games test sub launch missiles. I wish they stopped trying to force feed us this. I've already told you guys the other day about what's up with the whole aircraft carrier and the potentiality. Hold on, let me look. You know what? Let me pull it up so everyone can be on the same page, because I could have totally slouched out and people might not have understand what I'm really saying. Soviet designs a new torpedo with nuclear tip. This is coming from January 16, 2018. The Cryon is designed to wipe out the enemy's coastline and make them unlivable. All right. This is Pennant. This is coming from Popular Mechanic. All right. So this isn't just a rag paper. This is legit. Pentagon documents confirms existence of Russian doomsday torpedo. This came out in January 16th, 2018, the year of our Lord. Now, a lot of people, hold on, I gotta get. Oh, I know what I had to do. My bad. That's never going to focus in for you guys to be able to see. Hold on one sec. Damn it. Now it's going to start doing the jumping thing on me. There, you might be able to see the writing now. Okay. Well, oh, this is very important, so let me just go ahead. Oh, I'll go ahead and grab this copy. I'm going to grab that web link there. All right, and then I will put it, paste. I'll put the web link down in the description part, because now my computer is just, that should not be doing that. It's going to pop up again. No. Take my hand away now. Watch it. Damn it. Some bitch popped up again. Whatever, man. But this is what I'm saying. So what's so important about this new Kaon design torpedo with a nuclear tip on it? What's so important about that? Well, the important. Oh, see, this is what I'm saying. Kaon is reporting a very long range autonomous underwater vehicle, meaning a fucking robot, a little drone. Hold on. That might have done it. Probably won't get to the far side though. Okay. Well, that's the best I can get as far as range, but the underwater vehicle that has a range of 6,200 miles and a max depth of 3,280 feet and speeds of 100 knots, according to leaked Russian documents. Dude, contaminated areas will be off limits to humanity for up to 100 years. That is crazy, dude. But that's what we're up against. Now, they're sitting here suggesting these boys are going to use this against just our coastal cities, like, probably Long Beach, New York, Miami, New Orleans, maybe even someone up the Mississippi River and tag Chicago. Who knows? But the thing about it is, I think they're probably going to more likely use this weapon against our carriers. You take out our carriers, then the only thing we have is our silent service. Basically, our men and women in submarines. And, I mean, we still have our bombers, of course, in the Air Force and any satellite weaponry. But the primary object we use to project our force internationally is our carrier groups, guys. Is our carrier groups. And I'm telling you, that's why they made that thing. Hey guys, turn on the TV in there. Turn our TV off. But now this is what hold on. Let me go. So we already know that this nuclear tip thing's real. Hold on. U.S. carrier group. Let's look at some images. Okay. Man, I wish this was a little bit sharper. Okay. So now look at this picture here. Let's scroll up to here and scroll over. I know this is crappy. You probably can't see it because it's incredibly dark on mine. This one right here, this is a typical carrier group. You have cutters, carrier, all this battle groups. Then you probably have a couple of subs underneath this, all right? This little flotilla. Now, of course, this is a very tight formation when they're, actual in battle. It's not quite like that. And I wouldn't show you a picture of a quite battle formation anyhow, because I wouldn't want to give anybody any information they may not already have. Now, imagine one of those autonomous nuclear tip subs, or not subs, but torpedo, just coming in, floating in, do 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 do, and it detonates right here with a nuclear blast. But bloom, they're all gone. That whole group's wiped out. all them planes on it, everything's gone. All right, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm believing that they're. Oh, that's so beautiful. That one right there, that beautiful water. Uh, that they're doing, and I think we only have like something like 30 or 20 carrier groups, something like that. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. It's right here. My God, how could Wikipedia really put this information out here? But I'll say it because it's already here. Hold on. Consists of an aircraft carrier and a large number of escorts together, defining the group. All right. And hold on, there was a. It said how many battle groups we had. Oh my God, let me go back because this information is literally right here. U.S. Navy maintains 11 carrier strike groups, 9 of which are based in the United States, and one that is forwardly deployed in Japan. So we only got 11 carrier strike groups. 11 carriers, that is quite a bit, though. But anyhow, that just lets you know, man, this shit's about ready to get serious. You know, once again, we had the, how many carrier? Wow, that's a lot. Okay, but we had the earthquake today. We had Elizabeth Warren. We have drugs made him do it now. You know, Mr. Walk, Jesse. You know, it's sad, man. Let's see if I can find. California bill would let drivers eat roadkill. Are you serious? Like, you really got to make a law saying it's okay to eat a piece of meat you find? So I guess every homeless person that takes a sandwich out of a dumpster or, you know, a city ditch or something, I guess they're breaking the law. Like, what an epic waste of time, man. You know what? Why don't legislators, instead of trying to make up bogus laws every late year, why don't they try to take laws off the books? Tell the people, hey, we removed a bunch of stupid laws like, you know, every Tuesday you got to wear a white hat. That law's off the books now. Actually having just enough laws to where people who are enforcing laws knows what they're enforcing. Okay. Behind Senate Bill 395, sponsored by Senator Bob J. Archuleta and is a Montebello Democrat, I guess. The bill would amend the state law as well as the Fish and Game Code to allow drivers of vehicles that fatally strikes an animal to retroactively apply for a wildlife salvage permit at no cost within 24 hours of the collision. Oh my, come on, man. You know, motherfuckers gonna be running over people, or not people, but animals right. I mean, I just had to hit that red fox there. I hit it, and it just jumped out. Man, there's gonna be all kinds of game harvested now underneath the guys that you hit it with the damn car. Because how are they gonna know? Where's the bullet wound? When you process that meat, you don't see no bullet wound. Oh my God. Well, at least I guess in one way, that's going to help the state when this food crisis hits. Oh, what? You didn't know about that? Remember last year, kicking out all the illegals down south, telling them to go to hell? Well, and all that food rotted on the vine. Do you remember that, guys, at all? I bet you don't. A couple weeks, you're going to remember it, though. A couple more weeks, you will remember that shit. Trust me. But I just got a message, guys. Listen, not trying to scare nobody. Don't want that ain't my purpose here. I just want you all to know that we're here for you. You gotta listen. Who's this smoky guy? Everybody's telling me I gotta listen to Smokey. Hold on. I don't. Okay. There's no sound. I can't hear no sound. Hold on. Let me try to